there is a poison that can be found almost everywhere now. It's in the water you drink, it's in the food you eat, it's in the air you breathe, it's in the mother's milk, it's even in our blood. It is a poison. It's man-made, and what I'm talking about here is microplastics. Microplastic or microplastics. It is now clear that it is a hazard to our health. It affects our hormones, our ability to reproduce as a species, and it's probably giving people cancer. I want to say a few words about this, because this is a real problem. It can't be denied that microplastics is a problem. It's a problem for the planet. And there might be people out there who will just hold up their hands and they will say, well, there's nothing we can do. If it's everywhere already, there is nothing we can do. Well, wrong. That's wrong. There is a lot that we can do and that we should do. I'm recording this in January the year 2023 in Norway. Can you believe it? We had snow a few days ago, but it's gone now. And I have been waiting for the scientific reports concerning microplastics. What we know is that it is everywhere, and sadly it can be found in blood, our blood as well. So it's everywhere. It's in the air, it's in the water, it's in the food, it's in us. And babies will consume it through their mother's milk even. So this needs to stop. It needs to stop. We need to stop putting more plastic out in nature, okay? That's common sense. It's not rocket science. And it should be easy to do that, because I mean we don't have to wrap food in plastics. We don't need to have plastic clothes. I'm actually wearing clothes now that are a blend of cotton and plastic, polyester, something like that. But the polyester or whatever it is recycled at least. Now, some of you out there will say that, well, you're being dramatic now. It's not, doesn't matter, and so on and so on. Well, it does matter. It does matter. It is insanely ignorant to say that microplastics don't matter. They do. It does. Excuse my English. I think that even though politicians and globalists and all these people are talking about, well, they're talking a lot about CO2. They're not talking so much about microplastic and the plastic in the oceans and so on. Now, it is very difficult to move away from fossil fuels. It is not difficult to move away from using plastic. It actually is not. Not long ago, there was no plastic, nothing. And then plastic was, of course, introduced as this miracle material, and it was used in everything, and that's pretty much where we are now, still today. If we stop using plastics now, we will still have plastic in nature, and in the water, and in the food. But we need to stop it now, before it gets even worse. And now, I'm not a scientist, so I don't know how this works, but I guess over time, the plastic that is in nature now, that is in everything now, it will sort of become part of the natural cycle of things, or break down or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. But I do know that we need to stop this. This is a simple message, and I mean, everyone who knows a little bit about this are saying the same. It needs to stop. It's insanity. I mean, yeah, okay, so I don't want to get into a rant here, but I think that everyone out there who is a parent should care about this deeply. And I'm no better than anyone else. And it was today, actually, I was buying some groceries, and just out of habit, I bought a plastic bag, and I used a plastic bag. That was foolish. I didn't have to do that, but I need to change my habits. And it's not difficult. We're not talking about making a big sacrifice here. I have, you know, here's a bag. I could have brought this one or some other bag from back home. Yes, I know. It's not even a drop in the ocean. You know, if I bring a bag from home instead of buying a plastic bag, does it make any change? Maybe not. But we need to start somewhere. And I think this is a problem that we shouldn't have. We should, I mean, we should be better than this. And you know, we live in a time now when it seems like everyone gets triggered and offended by something. And that's just how we have become, I guess. But on this one, we should be able to agree. On this one, that we stop using plastics, we should be able to be in agreement. Now, I know that I know and I understand that some plastics are needed in I don't know, in machines like computers and maybe cars and things like that. But all this unnecessary use of plastic that ends up in landfills and in the oceans, that needs to stop. And it needs to stop preferably tomorrow, but at least during this year, before 2024, it should have stopped. I know that's not going to happen. I understand that. But it should have. And there is no reason why these politicians who are, I mean, they did have the power to shut everything down during COVID. So it's not that they can't. I think that the problem is that they won't. But okay, it's going to get dark soon, so I guess I'll continue my afternoon hike and walk back home. Thanks for watching. I have 2 other YouTube channels as well. They are linked in the video description. Go and check those out. One is a live streaming channel, and the other one is an exclusive outdoors channel. And also, if you're not subscribed to this channel already, please consider subscribing. It helps immensely. Okay, have a wonderful day, and as always, stay strong.